Hey guys, welcome to Chat with your girl KST. Today we are talking about submissive versus alpha female. And what inspired this topic was a clip that I saw from Fresh and Fit podcast that I really want you guys to listen to today so that we can get into our discussion. So let's see what they guys had to say about this.
Give me one in the chat if masculine women are unattractive. All right? Give me one in the chat if masculine women are unattractive.
Opinionated women are unattractive.
Yes,
that's what you're saying.
Opinionated.
Say opinionated.
Not
masculine.
opinionated. People didn't even get to answer the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
All ones.
No,
Okay,
hold on. Because wait, I'm gonna say this because I watched this movie. What is called Coming to America? He had got a bitch. His parents found him a pretty hoe.
That's a movie.
She was. I don't care. It's a good example. No, it's a great example. It's the best example. I'm gonna say this. He found himself a pretty woman. His parents found him a pretty woman.
Okay.
She was willing to do anything he said. All he had to do was tell her anything, and she was willing to do. He said, "Hop on one leg and bark like a dog," and she sat right there and hopped on that leg and barked like a dog. Did that man stay with her? No, he still went out to go find a bitch with her own mind, her own opinion, her own job, and her own shit going on, and made her the fucking princess.
It's a movie.
Man,
This is crazy.
It's a good example.
They use the movie as an example. Yo, this is what I'm trying to say. Yo, Hollywood is indoctrinating women to make them think that being opinionated, not agreeable, argumentative, competitive, a boss bitch, etc., they're lying to you. Men don't find these things attractive. The more masculine the man, the more feminine he wants his girl. The more masculine the woman, the less attractive she is to men in general. Give me a one.
All right, so let's talk about it, right? Do I agree or do I disagree? Now, when it comes to feminine and masculine women or submissive and dominant women, I feel like it's a to each its own thing, right? Because before I started recording and everything like that, I was like, let me call my dad and say and ask my dad, hey dad, why do you like submissive women? I got on the phone and I was like, okay dad, let's have this conversation. Are you busy? He was like, no, I'm not busy. He's like, what conversation you want to have? So I'm like, I didn't even ask him, do you like? I said, why do you like submissive women? He was like, who said I like submissive women? I was like, oh, okay. So I guess this conversation isn't going to go the way how I thought it would have went. And my dad said, no, it's not. He was just like, I like a strong, opinionated woman. I don't like a woman who stands and be docile and allow things to happen. I like a woman, and I was like, I interrupted him and I was like, you like a woman with a backbone, huh? He was like, yep. And I was like, okay. So that was like the end of our conversation. And that kind of dismantled all my notes that I had before about men. But I did a bit of research on this, and they basically said that there is some genetics in terms of men liking, some men, of course, liking submissive women, liking their women. And what does it mean to be submissive? To be submissive is to be obedient to someone, right? Without arguing, to be meek, to be passive, to be obedient, to be compliant with this person, right? When you're in a relationship with them. Now, men, they said that basically it's in a man's genes, in most men, they didn't say most, they said it's in some people's genes to like submissive women, like it's in females' genes to like a dominant alpha male, right? So you see how us girls, we like the protector, we like the big shot, the bad guy, we like that alpha stuff, the bad boy, the alpha male kit, we like that. Well, it's in a man's DNA for him to like a submissive, passive, agreeable person, agreeable woman. But all in all, based on what he's saying and what she's saying, there are going to always be outliers. There are always going to be people who gravitate to a boss chick, who gravitate to somebody with a strong backbone, because I'm somebody who's very, very strong. Can I be submissive at times? Of course, but ultimately I'm very, very opinionated, and if you don't want my opinion, then you're finna hear it anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, and do some men like that? Of course they do, but it's also a turn off to some other men at times too. So it's all about to each his own when it comes to this. I don't feel like it's a one size fit all where all men like submissive women and all women like dominant men. No, it's to each his own. What you like is what you like. What you gravitate to is what you gravitate to. There's some women who find the attractive alpha male to be attractive. They love it. They want it. And there's some women who's be like, look, all that extra rah-rah, I don't want it in my life. You doing too much. There's some men who's gonna be like, they love a woman who's obedient, who's compliant. Yes, be soft, be gentle. And then there's some men gonna be like, no, that's too weak for me. I want somebody who's strong. So all in all, it's to each his own, and what you like, that you should just go for. Don't let society determine who you should go for. Once you like it, you go for it. If you like a person who is meek, go for that. If you like somebody who's dominant, then go for that. You know what I mean? But that's what I had to say about this, and we will talk next time. Laters.